We have two films today. And the Stars Look On, a 1968 film produced by Films Division by Om Prakash Sharma, followed by Madhusree Dutta's 2006 feature-length documentary, Seven Islands and a Metro. Madhu's film, which I've been a part of as I've been the cinematographer of the film, and is being screened in Bombay after a very long time. It's a film that was made in 2006, as I said, and released theatrically in 3 different theatres in Bombay. So it has the distinction of among those few documentaries that have had a theatrical release, and what about it and stuff we can talk about later. The film is a treatise on various aspects of Bombay, its history, its culture, its citizenship, and is a treatise on non-fiction filmmaking as well, if I may say so myself. And the film divides itself into 7 chapters, 7 islands and a metro, 7 chapters which are based on 7 contemporary metaphors of Bombay, which are called 7 different goddesses with their different names, as you'll see. And the other film, And the Stars Look On, is a film which looks at life in the city and the disparity in the city and the contrasts in people's lives in the city depending on where they come from, what they do, and what kind of economic background they come from. And it's shot entirely at night. So, And the Stars Look On. Formally, the two films are interesting to put together because they really put to test notions and of language of non-fiction storytelling. So the first film is 12 minutes, the second film is feature-length, 100 minutes. We'll watch them together, and after which it's my honor to invite Parmesh Shahani, the director of the Godrej India Culture Lab, to respond to the 2 films and be in conversation with Madhusree. So thanks, and we'll talk after the film.
I want to talk to you about the format of the film, because it was absolutely incredible the way you merged not just fact and fiction, but also, the past and the present. Ismat, Chugtai, and Saadat, Manto. It seemed to me it was a trip. It was a road film, and it was a trip as well as it was a really trippy film. Tell us about how you came about this very unique format, while conceiving it, and then how you actually, maybe you want to share something about how you executed it.
It is an entirely scripted film. I mean, that way, maybe very technically people can argue that whether it is at all documentary or not. But of course, almost 50% of it is also interview-based. But, I'll give you an example. See that man who demolishes his own house in Call of Duty, the migrant. I actually looked for him. In the sense when I thought of making this film and more or less made the structure, the 7 chapters, then I told my assistants that find who are the people who run this demolition van. And see, there must be somebody who, I didn't expect him to demolish his own heart. But I remember my brief to my assistant was that, find somebody who has done this to somebody very close to him, to his own community, or people he is known, and how does he feel about it? So in that way, he's a scripted character. And sure enough, when you ask for it and you get much more than what you can actually, in your imagination, think that such a character exists. But then things also go, it's scripted, but also when you go on the real field to meet real people, they also give you different challenges and it shows you off. But say the cemeteries, we knew that there are many communities, and one way of finding them is that people may not leave a mark when they are born, but they do leave some kind of marks when they die, some kind of registration.
It's just incredible to imagine that you scripted all of this before. It was all done, as you said, before you shot it.
No, actually, you know what? Because Mukul and I are also friends, we are also neighbors. So many non-fiction part of it, which are not dialogue, but they are non-fiction. We shot over weekends during rainy season. Before I wrote the script, in the sense, I often remember, and we also have a Majlis camera, so many a times I drive and Mukul shoot, it's like that. And then you come back and write the script, which may not be anything to do with what we shot that day. I'll give you an example that which everybody loves, that those rotating cement mixer cars. Actually, we wanted to just shoot the entry point to the city in rain season. So one Sunday, because otherwise you cannot shoot on the street, it's too much. So one Sunday morning during rainy season, we shot up to beyond the Hisar, and it was Gujarat. We were just driving, and we saw this lonely one cement mixing car was passing. And like any filmmaker would do it, and I screamed at Mukul, Mukul, let's follow him. So we started following him. So it was raining. It was that filmmakers will know that whole day magic our light in Bombay rain, and this white color cement mixing car is going. We shot it, but it was a cinema variety shot. So obviously it was no fun, because it is actually much more sinister that we could, like I was driving and Mukul was trying to catch him, we could shoot. So we took his card. So he said, oh, talk to our boss. And we hired 10 mixing cars. And we shot that sequence. And that sequence already told me who will be the characters who should follow this. So it's like that. So actually I think, Mukul, would you say something that the process itself was fiction, non-fiction mix?